Greetings and welcome to Nathan Isle Official. If you've never seen my face in a video before, my name is Nathan Isle and this is my personal channel where I upload vlogs, reviews, and anything else that happens to catch my fancy. This video is The Naked Truth, which is a sting started by lovely lady Trisha Hershberger, and today's topic is going on an adventure. Are there any adventures we plan to go on? And first of all, let me tell you that, well, I don't adventure. I don't really do all that stuff. And, honestly, like, I leave my house for two things, either to get food or to go to work so I can make money to buy the food. But if I could have, like, Taco Bell and H-E-B delivered to my house, I would have no reason to leave my apartment, except to go to work, which if I could have a job where I got paid to just sit on my ass and watch anime, oh my god, I would be in heaven. Just sit here, just watch anime, play video games, and then order Taco Bell and H-E-B, and then that would be my entire life. I would never leave my couch, ever. I'm not the adventure type of person. For me, being adventurous means like, oh, I'll just take like a little walk down a street I've never been before and end up in a neighborhood I don't recognize. You know, that's adventure enough for me. Like, that's all. Getting slightly lost in my own city. That's an adventure. Like, I can't even, at least not at this point in my life, I can't really imagine myself ever leaving the country. I mean, just leaving the state is such a hassle, and it just never feels like it's worth it, whether you go by train, bus, plane. There's always something, and it's just like, it's a long, uncomfortable trip, and just you gotta deal with people and all that shit. So yeah, I'm not an adventure type person, not necessarily, but if you look at it in a general sense, I mean, life is kind of an adventure, because when you start down the road of life, you have no idea where the hell you're gonna end up or how you're gonna get there. Life is the greatest adventure. But if you don't go for that bullshit, I am starting at least a venture today. It's more of a business venture than an adventure, but I feel like it's an adventurous kind of thing because, well, I don't know how much of this I'm really want to like expose necessarily, so I'll only talk about it briefly with very little detail. But long story short, me along with some friends from college, there's this very small coalition. You can count us all on one hand. And we're starting a business. It is a media business, and we are hoping to make content, which a lot of it will go online, some of it will go to film festivals and stuff, and we don't know if we'll ever actually make money off of this. Hopefully someday down the road it's a possibility. Right now our first goal is to make content and put it available for people to see, and just, if nothing else, just prove we can draw in an audience. And so yeah, that's something that we are exercising, and like we're taking it seriously. We've actually gotten ourselves we came up with a name. We are actually officially recognized as a small business. We've gotten loans, so thousands of dollars have gone into this so far, and possibly more later, with no real guarantee of any of that coming back. Now, for somebody who's as stingy with his money as me, I live spending like I can live on like $800 a month. I pinch pennies everywhere. So for something like this, that is an adventure. When you're throwing money at something with no guarantee you'll ever see that cash again, just because it's something that you love and you really want to see it happen. I mean, that feels like an adventure to me. I feel like that qualifies. It's the closest you'll ever get from me, okay? I'm never going to some damn small island surrounded by water with all these wild creatures. By which I mean the people, not the animals. It's just too much for me. I can't handle that. I'm not about that life. But yeah, I'm starting that, and it's very scary and nerve-wracking, but it's also very exciting because, if nothing else, the prospect and possibility, because I've written 3 scripts, and one of them was something that 2 of them are like brand new. They were written like more recently, and specifically with this stuff in mind, but one of them is one that I originally had the idea for it back in 2007, and so to think, like, that's amazingly almost 10 years ago. And so an idea that I had when I was still just a kid could very much be real life very soon. And like like when I go back to when I was in high school and that I thought first entered my head, I would have never thought that like, I thought of the possibility. It was like it was a dream. It was something I wanted, but who would have thought that it would end up like actually happening somewhere down the road? And I'm gonna make it happen on my own, And it may not necessarily be successful, but at least I can say that, I worked hard to make my dream come true, even if it's just in some small way. And if it hopefully impacts even just one person, I feel like I kind of did my job. But anyways, that's all later down the line. But yeah, that's long story short, that's my adventure. And if you couldn't tell, none of this was planned. I got home from work. We had a relatively long day, comparatively speaking, but it's actually not half bad compared to yesterday. And the Saturday's gonna be hell. I'm gonna get home at like 2 in the morning if I'm lucky. Ugh. Also, something happened today that I can't even talk about. But oh my God, it happened. But yeah, anyways, I got home, I took a shower, and then I had the idea. You know what? I'm still dripping wet. Let's go ahead, turn on the camera, record that damn naked truth. Get that shit out of the way, and I'll upload this probably tomorrow morning because I'm kind of tired, and I'm just gonna go straight to bed. And yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm stuck. I would say I don't know what I would say. I'm starting my own business because the groundwork is still technically being laid, but officially we're already recognized as an actual company and money is being spent. Like scripts have been written, like stuff is already in the works, like it's happening. So like, yeah, I guess I don't know if I should say starting or started at this point in time. I think they both qualify. I'll go with started. I'm sorry. I just realized that like I'm having this whole conversation. That's just usually the kind of stuff that goes on in my head, but it doesn't always come out. Right now my brain is totally unfiltered. So I need to go ahead and shut off this camera and then I'm gonna put some food in my mouth to get myself to stop talking because right now my brain is just pumping out the words like it's I was gonna say oxygen, but that makes very little sense. I was gonna like more like a fire hose, like it's pumping out words like it's water out of the fire hose. The words are just gushing out, and like saliva is building up in my mouth and it's like dripping out. I'm like spitting on the camera. My hands, why are they so white? I gotta maybe move further back from that light next time. I don't know. Bye!